Live now. Tunawaambia asanteni sana kwa kutungojea kwa muda. We are now back here. We want to start this afternoon session with fire motto. Tell your neighbor fire motto. Tell your neighbor fire motto. All right, I can see love has grown in this space. People have forgotten to put on masks, and the COVID is real. Please put on your mic. Put on your mask. COVID is real. It's not a joke. Hata kama wewe ni kijana una nguvu haitakusumbua, but kumbuka mama yako nyumbani, watoto kule, huenda kwao itawasumbua. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Democracy Week. As always, our hashtag has been and is defending democracy. I'm your host, MC001, MC Songora. Just about our meeting, we're going to have an amazing performance from our live band here. We have amazing artists out of Nairobi. It's more of activism, how best do we use art. And not forgetting, we have an amazing quiz. Kuna watu wana sweat kabisa sahi, wanapigania hela, fulusi, ngwenje, mani kwa lugha ya ungenge. Courtesy of Forum Sieve. Winners of the quiz will all receive cash awards. It's going to be amazing because all the three contestants, all the three from that team, for example, is Team Songora, all the three will each receive an equal amount of money. Kila mtu na bahasha yake. So you see how beautiful it is? Kazi kwenu. Number 1, 2, 3. Wote wana hela. Na nika weekend ni Friday. So unaelewa nini inatokea Friday? Ni Friday. Ni Friday. Alright, mafuta yamepanda, unazatumia hela kuweka stock kwa nyumba. Usiende kuharibu. Utalaaniwa. Shetani ashi? Ladies and gentlemen, back again this afternoon. And LJ, we are good? Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we now want to introduce on stage our great band. The band, please. The band, please. The band, please. We're going to have one performance from the band, and then we proceed with round 2 of the quiz. Umeanza kwenda kufanya revision ya kusoma ka history kidogo na kakatiba. Ni muhimu, naambia juzi kama kijana ajaribu kusoma article moja ushike. Unaona umuhimu wake sasa? With knowledge you get money. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is an amazing afternoon. It's an amazing afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So now, just about now, ladies and gentlemen, we want to introduce our first artist on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Put your hands together for Spontaneous. Keep on clapping. Keep on clapping. Keep on clapping. Spontaneous gonna open for us this afternoon session. All right. The conversation is still on. Democracy Week, hashtag defending democracy. Those on YouTube, those on Facebook, tumerudi na tuko paka asubuhi lakini hatukeshi. All right. All right. You can vibrate with me. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, as Spontaneous is preparing himself, allow me now introduce to you yet another great artist, very consistent in doing amazing work, empowering communities and young people to stand up for their rights and change the ideology ya vijana ni viongozi wa kesho. He says vijana ni viongozi wa sasa na ni sasa hivi. Comrade Power! Comrade Viva! All right, ladies and gentlemen, I take this opportunity to bring this artist. He is among the first musicians in the recent to look at African music instruments with an eye of redesign, combine and upgrade them for a new musical experience. For instance, he has taken an A-string lyre, which is played in one fashion or another in countries along the Nile River, and set it inside a calabash resonator. Of course, it's similar to those found in the Kora of the Sahel, along with two kalimbas, of course, finger pianos, which are played throughout Africa. This ingenious invention allows him to play two different instruments at the same time His interest in traditional music instruments is partially the result of time he spent under the tutelage of another East African musician who created musical history and achieved world fame by playing traditional musical instruments, the legendary Ayub Ogada. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming one and only, the one and only, the one and only, Papilio!
Hello. Thank you so much, the MC. Amazing introduction. Shukran. So my name is Papilio. Amazing team behind me. This is Paul, Sam Baduka, and everybody. With me is Kiveo, one of my instruments that I made. Thank you. Please enjoy this session.
Gasjokane mutungu hum, ago gasjokamu sinenda hum, ago gasjokamu sinenda hum, ago gasjokamu sinenda hum, ago gasjokane mutungu.
Appreciate Papio. Anaweza hawezi? Anaweza hawezi? How many will invite him for your wedding? How many? How many? All right. Clap for yourself. Thank you for supporting local artists. Asante. Ladies and gentlemen, just about now, because of time, we are going direct to the dan. Roy Nadunda. Contestants, we are going to round 2 of the quiz. Comrade Power! Comrade Power! Forward with equality forward. Forward with gender equality forward. Forward with social accountability forward. Forward with human rights forward. Oh, tell your neighbor I love you. Wewe tell your neighbor bana, hata kama ni mwanaume. Kwa nini usimwambie I love you? Shida iko wapi? Wewe boss. Mwambie neighbor wako I love you. Thank you. Alan and team. All right, we are going to round 2 of the quiz. The winners are going home with money. Hela Fulusi. Hey, Mihela. It's a Friday. You know, Alan. Take it away. DJ.
Are we ready? Are we ready? Comrade Power. Comrade Power. Are we ready? Mmerudi kwa tab zenye mlikuwa mnatumia before, yes? Mko hapo Mko gangari tayari As you can see from the screen, the second category that we're gonna have fun on/with is general knowledge. So I do believe we are all seated as we were before. Yes?
Alan,
we all ready?
Alan, we want to confirm if all the contestants are logged in. We don't want noise after the process. There's no rigging here. Transparency and accountability.
And a fair
we are
chance
promoting
to all.
democracy Are you all logged in? Please raise your hand up if you're logged in. All right, I see like all the groups are logged in. Alan, take it away.
All right, we are ready. If you're ready, let me hear you say I, Comrade Power. All right, Ian, let's do this. Question 11, or the first in the second category. Which government agency came under fire in 2021 for registering Kenyans to political parties without their consent rather? Is it KRA, ODPP, ORPP, or IEBC? You have less than 4 seconds to go. And let's see who have taken this fast. Congratulations to the 7 teams who got this correct.
A round of applause. Wapige makofi tafadhali.
Hey bana, si mmekula? Si tumekula tu sahi. Wapi energy? All right. LJ, now in the lead. There's Pussy Power dropping 1 position to second. Atu Hat in second place. Ujamaa at 4th place. NOSC team and Democrat making up the top 6. Let's move on to the next question, please. All right, question 12 begins now. The International Day of Democracy is commemorated on which day globally? Globally. It's Democracy Week. We should know this. Is it 15th July, 15th August, 15th September, or 15th December? All right, less than 5 seconds remaining. And the correct answer is 15th September.
All right.
All except 1 team getting this correct. So well done to the 17 teams who are. All right, the leaderboard as we move on, it's LJ now in first place, Pussy Power maintaining the second place, Atu Hat in third, Ujamaa, NYC, and Democrat Patriots at number 6. Next question, please. Just remember, the faster you are, the more points you get for your team. Sovereignty of the people is captured in which section of our Constitution? Is it Article 19, Article 88, Preamble, or the 4th Schedule? Heavyweight made a compelling case yesterday on the importance of knowing our Constitution. This should come in handy. Is it Article 19, 88, Preamble, or 4th Schedule? And a majority of you know their Constitution. Well done to the 12 team that got this one correct. The 5 teams, we need to refresh a bit on that. All right, let's see the leaderboard. LJ, well done. LJ maintaining the position, the first position. Pussy Power still second. Atu Hat still third. Ujamaa still on 4th place. Democrat Patriots on 5th place. And NYC team dropping down to 6th position. Let's move on to the next question, please. Question 14.
Question 14.
Which international media agency faced the wrath of Kenyans on Twitter or KOT after labeling our country a hotbed of terror? Was it the CNN,
All right.
BBC, Al Jazeera, or DW?
Select.
These showed a very good case of people coming together.
And the time is
Up. And the correct answer is indeed CNN. We all remember that trending hashtag, someone tell CNN. Let's see if there are any changes in the leaderboard. It's still the same with teams piling up on their scores. Pussy Power has dropped to that place right now. Atu Hat has taken 2nd place. Well done. We can see people getting usurped.
It's
The
getting
advantage of this quiz is by us pulling you together, there are people who are better in one category. We want you to feel or showcase or manifest a case of teamwork, what teamwork can do. We've all been talking about how we need to join hands, how we need to amplify our power, and this is a good manifestation of that. Let's move on to the next question, please.
All right. Question 15.
Question 15. The following are the rights of a person at the time of arrest in Kenya. Which one is not?
Da-da.
At the time of arrest, you have the right to remain silent, the right to be told why you are being arrested, the right to call your member of parliament, or the right to a lawyer.
What is the answer?
15 seconds remaining. This is
All
a
right.
bit long. I did say that some questions are exceptionally long. Is it the right to remain silent, right to be told why you are arrested, right to call your MP, or right to a lawyer?
And the
Let's
time
see.
is up.
Let's see who got this correct. 16 teams except one team who still think that they don't have the right to remain silent. You do not have the right to call your employee. That was a trick question.
Sasa huyu ni wapi
Obviously.
huyu
Yes.
mmoja huyu?
Order.
Huyu ni refugee.
Yes. Which team has more than 3 members? We will check that. We will check that. We will
Let us
check
keep
on that.
moving. Let us
Let's
keep moving.
Next question, please. But we will thank you for bringing that to our attention. We'll check on that. Next question, please. Question 16. And the question is, the first multi-party elections in Kenya were held in which year?
All right.
Was it 1964? Was it 1992? Was it 1997? Or 2013?
Kindergarten question.
This is easy peasy. All right.
If you fail,
The correct answer is indeed 1992.
All
And there
right.
are still 5 teams who thought that it was 1997.
we need to deport some individuals.
They need at least a bit of lesson. All right. LJ still maintaining first position.
All
Pussy
right.
Power now reclaims the second position. Atu Heart in third. Jamaat fourth. Democrat Patriots at 5. And then NYC team taking up the 6th position.
We keep moving.
Let's move on to the next question.
All right. Question
right,
17.
And the question is, after how long are general elections held in Kenya?
My God!
After how long are they held? Is it after 10 years, after 8 years, after 7 years, or after 5 years?
Mswaki.
I do expect to see a whole green bar.
And someone will miss.
Let's see. Times it up, and the correct answer is indeed 5
5 years.
And every team got this one correct. Well done to
Comrade
all
Paul.
the 17 teams. Let's move on to question number 18.
Keep moving.
Oh,
The
the
dashboard.
leaderboard. LJ is still maintaining the first position. Pussy Power second. To Heart third. Jamaa fourth. Democrat Patriots at 5th. And NYC team making up the 6th position.
All right, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Question 18.
Which is county number 47?
My God!
County number 47.
Haki ya mama.
Following the constitution in 2010, it was subdivided to counties.
Aye.
And you have 5 seconds. Is it Nairobi, Migori, Nyamira, or Kisii? We honestly do not expect any group to fail this one.
Seriously?
It's indeed Nairobi.
All
with
right.
every team getting this one correct. Well done to every team. Let's see the leaderboard, sorry. Let's see
The
if we
dashboard.
have any changes. LJ still in first place. Pussy Power second. To Heart third. Jamaa fourth. Democrat Patriots at 5th. And NYC number 6.
That
You
one
can
is it.
still react at those emoticons you can see there.
We keep
Let
moving.
us see how you're feeling.
We keep moving.
All right. Next question, please. The penultimate question of this second round is:
Question 19.
3 of these countries have compulsory voting, except this is a general question from all over the world. Is it Belgium, Uruguay, Costa Rica, or Kenya?
Hapa iko shida.
All of these, they have compulsory voting in their constitution. Which one does not? The odd one out there. Of course, it's indeed Kenya. 11 teams getting this correct. I think Belgium was the first in late 1890s.
Watu wameanguka.
Let's see if there are any changes to our leaderboard. LJ is still maintaining the first position. At
All right.
heart, Pussy Power, Ujamaa, Democrat. It's a simple case of as we were. Let's move on to the final question of this second round.
We keep moving. Da-da-da-da.
Question 20 out of 30. Which politician famously walked into DT Dobby showroom and escaped with a new Mercedes, then test driving it for 20 years?
All right.
Who did that? Is it Bildad Kagia, Mike Sonko, Paul Ngei, or Kenneth Matiba? Who test drove
Guessing
a Mercedes
power.
for 20 years? The correct answer is indeed Paul Ngei. I believe those who are familiar with Too Early for Birds and attended their shows, they did a masterful presentation of that whole incident. Paul Ngei was an eccentric character.
All right.
Pussy Power!
All
Pussy
right.
Power! You have reclaimed your throne. Pussy Power now in first position.
All right.
LJ dropping to second position.
All right.
Ujamaa rising to the third position.
All right.
Add to heart at fourth position now. Democrats maintaining fifth position, and NYC team now at number 6. Or still at number 6. Now we can see that you can there are others there.
Others.
Maybe Ian can scroll down a bit and then we can see the rest.
None
Wako tu huko.
None of the above.
But just know that each team has an equal chance to
Yeah.
usurp the teams that are on top of them, because we have another round. You can see the seesaw that see with teams. So just believe in yourself and get ready for the third round after a bit. Take it.
All right, all right. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Jipigieni makofi tafadhali. Comrades Power. Just a warning, Pussy Power, don't get excited. LJ, don't get excited, because the third round is going to be fire. All right, all right. Those who are none of the above, please don't get disappointed, because still have a chance to redeem the third round. It's going to be fair. Transparency and accountability. Are you super good in all the sectors? Ama umelala kwa history peke yake? All right, the third round is going to be fire. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, we have amazing prizes to be won courtesy of Forum Sieve. So, si mchezo tu patapotea, my friend. It's a game of democracy. We want to ignite the fire in young people. We take up the seats. Tuchukue uongozi katika taifa hili, tubali mabadiliko. Ladies and gentlemen, now we are proceeding with our program. And just about now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have an amazing leader who has been championing, planning to have this amazing event. Having an event for 5 days, not a joke. As we say, failing to plan is planning to fail. So you're here excited, heated here, because there was a committee that made this possible. So ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming Nerima, who is part of the planning committee. Mpigieni makofi tafadhali. Keep on clapping, strength of a woman. Keep on clapping. Keep on clapping, yeah. Yeah. Wanaume pigeni makofi bana, nini mbaya wewe? Wacha kutense, piga makofi. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Superpower. Nerima, take it away.
Saseni, I think for me, it's just to say thank you from the planners. That's Forum Sieve, Power 254, Creative Spills, Siasa Place. Tumekuwa tukiorganize hii kitu, it's a lot of work. Saa zingine tuna meet like 3-4 times a week. And the fact that you guys make the whole week, it means a lot. Juu Hakuna watu wenye wako na meeting for 5 days na mmekaa. So one is to say thank you so much for your time, and also the fact that tuko na hii platform so that we learn, lakini pia sisi tumelearn. We've learned so much from you, especially to the poets, the speakers, the panelists, watu wamefanya graffiti. That has made a huge difference because my youth tunaelewa vitu different. So the fact that we're even able to engage, honestly, some of those answers sikujua, but the fact that you guys know the answers and to see you guys so competitive, it means a lot. So I just want to say, I hope that you've also learned new things as much as we've also learned new things. And just to think, unajua tunaingia 2022 and we're seeing vile siasa imekuwa. Guys are so busy wanatafuta my youth. So what does that mean for you? Juu kama umekaa hapa, that means you're a person of influence. There are people wanakuona and they're just like, by the way, that's a leader. I want to follow them. I want to understand what they do. You might not even know. So there are so many young people around you that look up to you as well. And I want you to think about the influence that you're bringing, especially to Kingia 2022. Because I know a lot of you are going to interact with politicians. They are going to come to you for votes. They will. They'll try and sit with you pale kwa mabase, wanawake kwa machama. They are going to reach you. And what are you going to ask them? Are you going to ask them questions? Ama mtasikiza tu? As long as mtu anakupatia do, are you just going to take it? And I'm hoping that through these engagements today, tumelearn kitu. The fact that with our spaces, with our platforms, that's a cool painting, I love it. And the fact that we are here today, we're basically saying that we want things different, for sure, for sure. So just to end that, I just want to say, the energy that mko nayo leo, I hope you have that energy hata tukiingia 2022. And that energy tumeingia hapa juu, that energy of tunataka change. I hope mtaleta hiyo change kwa community, because you're the ones who can make that change. Hakuna mtu mwingine. And once again, thanks for your time, thanks for your energy, thanks for teaching us. I hope that you've also learned, and I cannot say thank you anymore. Asanteni.
All right, a round of applause, gentlemen. Just one question for you before you leave. Where do you get this wisdom from?
From God. But then, no, a lot of times naambiwa, I'm small because nikikula, all my energy goes to the brain.
Where are you going?
Where am I going?
Unasema kukula tena.
I don't know, napenda kusoma, that's the truth. So nasomanga sana.
Are you referring to my body size?
No, not. I wasn't. You're a good size.
I don't know what applause, ladies and gentlemen. Mpigeni makofi Derima. The wisdom has spoken. Mpigeni makofi Tara. Mpigeni makofi. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, we want to bring on stage another fire. Say, tell your neighbor fire. Tell your neighbor fire. Where bro, vaa mask bana. Yeah, unaenda live baba. Noma. Yes. Protect yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming another amazing poet. Very strong. He has been very consistent in reminding us as young people that we need to make a change in this country. Yes, I love that. I want change. Yes, I love you, brother. You are true. Put your hands together for one and only Spontaneous. Keep on clapping. Keep on clapping. All right. Some noise. All right. All right. DJ, some power in the instrument. Some power in the instrument, DJ. Some power. You good? All right. Hashtag defending democracy. Keep on tweeting. Follow the live conversation. Place your comments.
Oh God of all creation, bless this, our land and nation. No, bless this land on invasion, cause last I checked, we out here homeless, roaming on the streets, while they can't take a hint. You see, humanity for them sounds like human eating. Who doesn't know about the Mau Forest story? Leaving 16,000 people sorry. Yet someone got shelter while we plan to be beggars. So when we say land, which one do you really mean? Wajinga nyinyi. Is there hope for this nation? Does it even exist? Last I checked, we on probation. Too many dads got us chained. Thinking of my granddaughters and I'm pained. They already have guts to be paid. Debts. Welcome to Kenya, the Republic of China. Oh God of all creation.
Haki wengao amlizi.
No justice be our shield and defender. No just ease is their shield and defense in their corrupted zones. Just ease and just ease got me confused badly. With $66 billion worth of corrupt money. Yet 1964 to date cases still pending. Na bado tunatembea na tags, itabidi tuzoee. Making hit songs from scandals. Mara Golden Bag, Mara NYS, Mara Dam. Hatujachoka sisi. Hatujachoka sisi. Uchachoka wewe. Choka. 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 Hatujachoka sisi. Those costs cost us good schools. Our children on overcrowded classrooms while others lose their lives on crooked roofs. Those costs cost us education. With 1 million children out of school, yet we will not forget they still spoke of laptops. That's a gigantic flop. Those costs cost us healthcare. But how would you know? How would you know? You barely fit in the 22-year-old man's shoe who had to smuggle a baby Juhangeza sought dues. But how would you know? You've never had to carry a baby for 6 hours waiting on a mortuary attendant. So how would you know you're barely treated in your own hospitals? Wajinga nyinyi. Oh God of all creation, it takes big wigs to die out of cancer for the government to do something. Takes a mother and a daughter to drown on Indian Ocean for the government to do something. Takes months, 10 months old baby to die of extrajudicial killings for the government to do something. Takes 29 to be buried on landslides for the government to accept something. Takes thousands to die of starvation and drought for the government to finish something. Lakini, who be us, man? Who be us? We out here chanting, Bora uhai. Bora uhai? Are you high?
Atsukai naunjuku Amani nauru Rahatu patinau sawi.
May we dwell in unity, peace and liberty. Plenty be found within our borders. Because in my home country, plenty was only found. You guys remember the 1 minute 50-second Kipchoge's win, the Harambes AFCON build, the teacher Tabichi's win, and the 2.54 million raised during the Jekyll's plea for Bianca. But this does not erase the political divide. Got us turning each other like animals gone wild, fueled by those we call dealers. Sorry, I meant leaders. Leading us to the jaws of violent extremism, the border officials. Sorry, I ain't naming names. Ain't no liberty in this room. Lights out, the media shut down. Strikes on, the civil society gunned down. Economy up, but kwa grounds, vitu ni different. Judiciary check, but they want to puppet it. Executive check, but jama nini, mnataka nifanye nini? Still on the airwaves. Hush. Forced disappearances going down. Hush. Forced disappearances going down. Hush. You know, some of us are still out here chanting Uhuru. I just have a question. I think the worst is to wake up to the news that the economy is growing, yet you slept hungry, had aflatoxin for supper, and still about to have mercury for breakfast. Na bado tuna chant Uhuru. Seriously? Bado tuna chant Uhuru? Seriously? Are we still hopeful? of the hand check. Sorry, I meant hand shake. Spontaneous.
Man. All right. Spontaneous.
Yes.
Wapi makofi ya spontaneous? Who is not inspired? Please raise your hand. Who is not inspired? Please raise your hand. Who feels motivated? Raise your hand. Please wave, please wave, please wave. Comrade power!
Power.
Comrade power!
Power.
Comrade. All right. Spontaneous.
Yes, yes.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you.
Should I ask her? Ama niache aende? Spontaneous.
Yes.
Where do you get this energy from?
The fire to do better and to fight for what's right for all of us. Yeah.
Why did you choose poet?
Because for the longest time, I felt like a misfit. And I'll always say poetry chose me. And for the first time when I went on stage, it felt like I had a chance to release and heal. So poetry for me is a sense of healing, not only for me, but for everyone who's listening.
Who inspired you?
You asked me that question last time. God is my role model and inspires me.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. And Janet AKZ, of course. And the man homegrown artists like Akina Willie Oeba. I will say it over and over.
Shout
like
out to
Akina
Willie Oeba in the
Shiki,
house.
Faith Shiki, Mufasa, my amazing guitarist, yo.
All right.
Yo, Komora. Yeah. Yes.
So
And
maybe,
everyone else.
maybe, what has been your struggle?
Wow. In terms of democracy? Well, my struggle has been health. I suffer from an autoimmune disease. It's called rheumatoid arthritis. And in 2019, I kind of felt like I don't deserve to live again, especially because of the financial constraints when it comes to healthcare. And to think we have a government that ideally is supposed to take care of its citizens, for me, that has been a major struggle to like save up for all that. And thinking, if we could only fight one more time, if we could only make our leaders accountable, there's certain things we don't have to fight for, you know? Because we are citizens. I mean, the Bill of Rights says the sovereignty belongs to us.
You're all right.
The power belongs to
To
us.
the people of Kenya.
Yes.
We don't have a responsive health system.
Yes.
And yet we have COVID-19.
True. Very true.
Last 2 weeks I checked in Mombasa and I
Yeah.
was told if you're found positive of COVID-19, they just tell you, please go home and isolate yourself.
I
How
think,
many families can afford an extra room for isolation?
leave alone isolation, how many people can afford the mask? Because back at home, because I'm from Sambweni, in
Msambweni,
Yes, yes.
you're my neighbor.
Yeah, and we were doing trainings on COVID-19
All right.
and the impact. And then you realize people can't even, as in, mtu anakuuliza, do I buy a mask or do I get food for the kids? You know, and it's a struggle. And unapata people are sharing masks not because they would love to, but because they can't afford it every single time.
All right.
Yeah.
One word for our audience and those watching us live online. Parting shot.
My parting shot would be, remember that you deserve the best and it is okay to fight for it. Above all, live life, love love. Live life, love, love. Live life, love, love.
Live life. That was spontaneous. Thank you so much. May God bless you.
Thank you so
A round of
much.
applause, gentlemen. Mpigieni makofi. Keep on clapping. Keep on clapping. All right, all right, all right.
And
Thank
my
you.
Guitarist,
Your guitarist,
Kobora.
please, a round of applause for the gentleman. Kuna wengine wako na wivu hapa. Keep on clapping. Keep on clapping. All right, all right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We still have fire on stage. Spontaneous just exited the stage. And right about now, ladies and gentlemen, we want to bring another strong poet. This gentleman has managed to call on the top seats, call on impunity, say no to impunity. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Willie Weber. Keep on clapping, keep on clapping, keep on clapping. All right, keep on clapping. Keep on clapping. Yeah. Keep on clapping. Keep on clapping. Keep on clapping. All right, you're talking about poetry. 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 All right. I request, ladies and gentlemen, please switch off the light because the following program is rated youthful. Please switch off the light. Please switch off the light. Direct our lights. All right, thank you. Hapo ndani kuna kamukunji. I will fire someone. All right, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Willie Weber.
Design. Dear God, at times when you bless, hadi nasikia kusema God bless you. Over time ume succeed kuni make happy. I want to say I'm proud of you. Dear God, leaders who come from you. But hawa wetu nani aliwachagua? I'm certain not you. Dear God, mbona in every leafy suburb life is good, but across the fence near slum watu hii wanalala bila food. Dear God, Solomon had all he needed. Angekuwa in my position, I bet ange ask for food before wisdom. Dear God, na ikifika hiyo time, naomba wife ametulia juu nafanya spoken word lakini ironically sipendi maneno. Dear God, ningesema in terms of chorus, but lately niko nervous. So kabla life haijanok na struggles za life kunieka cotton, itabidi tupambane. This is where the truth lies, round this tusidanganyane. Ignorance ni kama kutumia soprano ku address my issue best. Chuo sikuwa at my best, mode wangu hakuwa modest. Memory so clear, kinita ngombe sahi natumia sanaa kujilisha, at least siko zero grace. Drama ya life ni ati saa zingine voice ya actor ifanana na subtitle. Truth ni utaland in trouble, si depending na deed umefanya sana sana kama huna title. Vitu peti ndo zina trend, tumesahau what it feels like ku address vitu vital. Immorality na rule kwa nchi, viongozi walikuwa sworn in kutumia Bible. Naishi kwa nchi inanisaidia ku postpone my dreams.
Now the only country I pledge allegiance to ni procrastination. Drama ya life ni saa zingine voice ya actor fanana na subtitle. Uta ingia in trouble si depending na did umefanya sana sana kama huna title. Vitu peti zote zina trend, tumesahau what it feels like to address vitu vital. Dear God,
Dear Lord, the 10-year-old chessboard that we bought in 2007 has been tarnished. Maybe I am too busy noticing the specks in their eyes, and if this be my Lord, then forgive me. Dear Lord, the 10-year-old chessboard that we bought in 10 years ago has been tarnished. Maybe I am too busy noticing the specks in their eyes, but if this be the case, then forgive me. Grant me holy spiritual eyes that I may walk in your light. Because lately, all I'm seeing is how they have disregarded the pawns, allowing dictatorship to rule in place of democracy. They have bent all the rules, allowing stray bullets to act as scapegoats. Father, Lord, if my way of thinking is foolish, then hold my hand and show us the way forward, forward, forward.
kabla death haijanok na struggles za life kunieka cotton, itabidi tupambane. Tangu class 4 dare za mao ndio mimi nilianza kuchora mistari. Pia nilienda na exercise book hoping one day nitashare one stage na Juliani. Ukabila ilikuwa so rampant, mile clan nilitambua niko fulani. Tuliacha kifuli moja tukirudi, at times landlord aliamua ku make it safer. Mara mob tulipata vifuli mbili kejani na tulikaa njaa for days. Hadi mother hakujua Michelle ni Ntalami. Jumadha alihave kukaanga skari ndo ingine i-act kama majani. Saizo wanasiasa wako na security hadi security of Kenya. Nasema life is a journey. If you haven't met the devil yet, maybe you're moving in the same direction ama wewe ndio shetani. Ushaijiuliza nili choose what? Ushaijiuliza mbona Bible haina chorus lakini iko na verse? Inspiration ya hustle sana sana breadwinner kipass. Ushaijiuliza uzito priest tu anayo akiaddress mass?
Dear Lord, the 10-year-old chessboard that I and Oeba brought forth is currently on fire. And I am as guilty as it gets for exalting hate, as guilty as it gets, Father Lord. Come to us who have felt the bishop's kicks and the knights galloping. Come to us, Lord, because we are slowly turning, forgetting the command, forgive 70 times. Lord, we are slowly turning back to you.
Your life ni combination ya failure na success. Vitu most zilikosa meaning, squeeze me ujiimpress ndo ni smile ama na smile kujiimpress. Na dream haikuhitaji do kuinvest, kama ni capital nilihitaji at the beginning of the sentence. Mama, we made it. You had a dream, I was an engineer, now I can make a constructive sentence. Dream ilianzia Nax to Nai, side dream team mefika LD, main motive kuji-express. Ukanishow, akili sio syllable sana, usi-stress, usi-digress, kuwa mdiverse. Wape hata chorus waki-diverse. It's all about the standards waki-die class, you still call the shots. Hawezi divert, they accused you of greatness. Ijinu waite battery, you're guilty as charged. Amwezi die but, now that you have wings to fly, speak plain English. You wanna cheat on success, then kiss me, I'm Irish. Nasema fly, ego fly. Hata makanjo mtaani wanajua no hawking. Hip hop kwa biti ya chakacha na mafans wanadai. However, you're still rocking. Tunapobout design ya popcorn apart from Vatican. Hata Vatican inajua apart from John Paul. Someone else is popping. You pretense iko so open, crocodile tears inahitaji intervention ya kitunguu. Vitu kikwa lives zishapoteza meaning. Pombe inatumika kutoa lock, jumu lishapoteza kifunguu. We will make it in our motherland. Na reminders nafikiria lazima abroad ni kama neno inspiration from Kiswahili, from Kizungu. Nasema pesa ni shetani, but ni chache. Mali natoka wengi tunaipata kimungu mungu. Mwambie hata waandike Nairobi in small letters, bado ni capital. Waanze biashara ndani ya Nairobi, bado wanahitaji kutafuta capital. Nasema caps lock kwa computer language ni capital. Kupigana lock hahitaji capital. Ndani ya menji ya city offense bado ni capital. Juu pesa ya kisima waliiba, and that's the damn truth. Sudden death is viewed kama spoiled votes, that's the sad truth. Hakuna food, shelter, ama hata clothing, that's the naked truth. Mayouth hawana fare kwenda job interview, politician we kile na kusumbua ni mafuta ya ndege. Now that's the plain truth. Life ain't easy, that's the hard truth. It's not about sagging drugs, no ina create my wasted youth. Inchi mashefa wezi afford ile food wana cook. Doma optician unalipwa wezi atapiga look. Kill sin to see God, atomtoe tithe aje ticket ya heaven and inuliwi my mook. Itakuwaje cry za maskini ni intellectual, lakini cry za tajiri kwa masikio justice ni kelele. Itakuwaje mna believe in me na nikicheza kimimi mnashikwa na kiwewe. Itakuwaje mnaninyima opportunity ya kupata kazi, lakini kwa club nataka nipewe. Na effect ya nguvu ya thao inafika malinduri ya mnyonge wezi fika. Ballot box na DSTV zinafika malidisha iwezi fika. Watoto wanalala njaa juu mlikunywa na pesa ya kula, na vizuri mnajua pombe iwezi lika. Wanasiasa pia wanadanganya, si movie peke yake ni kutriki. Ukisaidia rafiki yako pesa yako, unapoteza rafiki yako na pesa yako. Wonder why you got broken na ile hoteli nyunaenda ukiwa na manzi yako, ukiwa peke yako wewe huwezi jipeleka. Unatafuta mapenzi wapi na wewe mwenyewe umeshindwa kujipenda? Jesus alibetraywa na kiss. Nyi mko hapa mnajichocha je mulipewa hug. So utambiaje dem alishika bola akiwa high school, education is the key na alishajifungua.
Editela. You speak of peace. Speak of peace with no justice. Front page ni success, but behind the scene people are suffering. Come and see, this is not a conspiracy. Tuna madangwa tukiambiwa pole ni mayouth raundi, si ndio tuko wengi, tukiungana si ndio tutaleta change. Kenya ni yetu, si ya wasee kadhaa, but the workforce ndio tunasafa. Mungu Baba, kwani umetusahau bana? Tumana biju mbogi yote imenyamaza, wamerudi chupani, wameogopa masilaha. Juu ni mazombi kwa mamkia, hawajui kweli mashallah. Kujikombea na mayolo wanasahau huku ni Afrika. Madozi na bonyangwa zikisundwa kwa makonteina, semtani garbage imejaa, watoi wanalala njaa. Tukishangilia kama fala, ndio tukichangishwa kwa makanisa. Convoy ikiwa ya V8 na kuna wenye hawana jumu za kuvaa. Number 1 exporters of foodstuff na Nozdisan kuna njaa. Textile tuna produce na ni mitumba ndo tunavaa. Time up, hiyo stira imepitwa na wakati. You got to man up, itabidi tuende na nyakati. Tualitocha kitambo kinatomboya na kimadhi. Because if you don't learn from history, it is likely we repeat. Juu vitu zinafanyika before independence ili exist. Wakunywa damu, wala watu, vampire za real, ukweli ilifichwa na mababu. Mapara, inaitagwa ulimitamu. Kufungua macho na ruabe ndio tu amwage damu. Uongozi si akili ile tu ya vitabu, ni mwenye upendo na utu kwa watu. So kiongozi John mgani ataka kututoa reani? Ule mpenda amani ana skandal ya ufisadi. Ako kweli? Mimi sijui, mimi sidhani, lakini kani we kama uchukue hii sahani, juu Kenya ni we inakuhitaji. Juu vilio za watu ndio sauti ya Mwenyezi, na kilio ya kifo ni sauti ya risasi. Ndio lazima wafiatue mkiprotest barabarani. Juu siasa ni usanii, inatudanganya hadharani. Juu kweli shakuwa makosa itakuweka matatani. Lakini mimi si tense, mimi sitambui, sijetu make up ya justice yenyewe. Mimi niko thirsty. Mayutu wana makazi wamezamia kwa gambling. Makara wengine masaiko wanafaa kupelekwa counseling. So sad, we need justice, not pity. We are human beings, even us we have feelings. Losing children and parents in extrajudicial killings and suffering bad deaths because we are masters in the art of stealing. Bella Chao money haste hawezi ekwa jail. Jumuizi wa mabilioni anachiliwanga on bail. Na hii doni ya mraia, si daily ndo tuna slave. Sisi independence, ni lini tutapata change? Mungu, wewe ndio nguvu yetu. Hawa viongozi wetu ndio maswara kwetu.
All right. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Comrades power! Comrades power! Forward with gender equality forward. Forward with gender equality forward. Forward with social accountability forward. Forward with democracy forward. Who is not burning inside? Are you feeling the heat? The time is now. We need to change the narrative. Kama sio sasa, ni sasa hivi. Comrades power! All right, ladies and gentlemen, just about now, join me in welcoming again another great leader, a representative from the Embassy of Denmark. Put your hands together for Mr. Joseph Kimani. Keep on clapping. Keep on clapping. Keep on clapping. Welcome, sir. Take it away.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. It's very difficult to come after those very great artists. Tuwapigie makofi tena. Ningezungumza kwa Kiswahili leo, lakini I know we have a global audience, so I will speak in English, give my remarks. First of all is to say thank you, Jackson, for Amsiv, for the invitation. When you asked me to come, I had no hesitation. And I knew this was the right place to come and join you in this Democracy Week. I also want to congratulate you for this initiative. This Democracy Week, it's a very, very important thing to do. Democracy must be encouraged. It must be watered. And I'm very glad to see that the theme is defending democracy. Because if we take democracy for granted, we shall lose it. Yes, there is always a debate whether democracy is the best thing, but when you look at all other forms of organization, democratic organization, democracy is the best amongst them. And it involves citizens playing their role. I have also been following this week online, and I know that you have had some very, very interesting sessions. Jackson, I know you have looked at the role of public institutions in defending democracy, which is really key. Indeed, public institutions are powered by taxpayers' money. So in essence, they don't have a choice. They have to do their job. How to push parties to have more women in their structures. This is a theme that is very, very timely. What is happening next year in August? Elections. Do we want more women elected, yes or no? Yes or no? Exactly. So I'm very glad that this was something that was focused on. Then he also looked at democracy champions, stories from young change makers. We talk about the youth being the present, but is that true? Is it present or future? It is present, isn't it? So I'm very glad that this Democracy Week also focused on the youth as agents of change today, not tomorrow. I also know that you looked at the place of young people in the democratization and electoral process. And I know you also discussed how to get more young people elected across all the forms of government. Then you looked at this COVID-19. So I want to thank the organizers for giving us an opportunity to be here. The last 1.5 years has been very tough, mentally. Would you agree? It's been very difficult last year when people could not interact and mingle. So we welcome in a very special way any opportunity to be here like this and have that human contact. So thank you very much. And you discussed COVID-19 impact on democracy. Media, the role of media in democracy, shaping democracy. Media as the fourth estate is essential. Whatever the media has the role of defining public narratives. So the discussion on media was very, very important. Then the digital space and democracy. So in essence, you did very, very well. And I have to say that I also came from another similar festival, the People Dialogue Festival, where yesterday I was absolutely delighted to listen to the Honorable Martha Karua. You gave an outstanding speech. People were very happy to listen to you. I was a part of the audience, and she gave a very, very good and compelling speech. And I'm sure she shall do similarly well. So in terms of some of the things that I want to share with you, is to just reflect on the spheres of influence. When you talk about democracy, There is a temptation to think of democracy as involving the masses. But I would suggest to you that democracy starts with the self. You start with yourself. So ask yourself, how do you govern yourself? It has to start from there. How do you govern yourself? What is your moral compass? Because if you do not focus on that, then you have no moral authority to demand anything better from the people that we call our leaders. So you have to start from there. The second thing, the family. Because the family is the core of any society. So what role do you play within that small universe that we call the family? So we have to ask ourselves these questions. And third, within your neighborhood, huko mtaani, are you an active citizen? I'll give you an example. Very close to where I live, there is a small supermarket. And as I was going there every other day, I noticed that people are not sanitizing. There were no facilities to do the COVID-19 protocols. And I took it upon myself to demand that something happened. And within a few days or so, something changed. So that's just a small example of what you can do as a member of that particular neighborhood. In essence, do not be a passive member of your neighborhood. Do the best that you can, and understanding that you have a right to do so. It is not something that is a privilege, but otherwise you have a right. As I finalize, I want to offer you some critical ingredients for you to be somebody that can say is playing their proper role as a Democrat. The first one, integrity. That one is non-negotiable. Yesterday, as I listened to you, Honorable Martha Karua, you implored us and you told us, do not expect a thief to govern you properly. So you have to make that decision, that if somebody is a crook, if somebody is corrupt, they are not going to change. They will not change. But for you to decide that you're going to cast your vote for this person and that other person, it is a product of your integrity. Integrity, I must emphasize, is non-negotiable. If you do not have integrity, I dare say, you are better off away from society. The second thing, knowledge. You always have to find a way of seeking knowledge. Indeed, people get taken advantage of because of their ignorance. So you coming here today, and the ones that are following us virtually, you come here showing us that you are determined to continue acquiring knowledge, because knowledge is a critical tool for any person participating in the theater of democracy. Discipline. Discipline to do so many things. Discipline to govern yourself properly. But discipline to participate in civic responsibilities, like elections and other things that are important for you to play a role in. Civic action. Civic action. The Constitution of the Republic of Kenya is quite clear. It talks about public participation being a constitutional imperative. There is no ambiguity. The Constitution says that public participation is a must. But that means that you have to be available to participate. So I want to urge you, my good friends, to play your role as Democrats and do the very best that you can. Finally, I represent the Embassy of Denmark, and as someone who is representing a great friend of Kenya, I would want to touch on global solidarity. Democracy is something that is practiced globally. But the success of democracy cannot be achieved when you operate in isolation. We look at how democracy is practiced in various places, and then we customize it to our own reality. So Denmark has a lot of important lessons for Kenya, and also Denmark also learns from Kenya. And that is how global solidarity works. So thank you very much, Jackson, for the invitation. And you can count on my enthusiastic support whenever you invite me. And Honorable Martha Karua, please keep up the good job. And thank you very much. Asanteni sana.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause. And also thank you so much, Mr. Joseph Kimani, for the wisdom. Thank you. What wonderful remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, tell your neighbor, we are lucky this afternoon. Tell your neighbor, we are lucky this afternoon. Comrade Power. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to recognize the presence of yet another great leader. She has been among the few leaders in this country who has stood firmly in defending the Constitution, saying no to impunity. Strength of a woman. Tell your neighbor, strength of a woman. Strength of a woman. Ladies and gentlemen, let us recognize the presence of Honorable Martha Karua. Makofi tafadhali. Thank you so much for availing time to join us this afternoon. Are we not lucky? Are we not lucky? Change ni sasa hivi, si ndio? All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's about now, very quickly. We are moving to our last round. The last round of the quiz, democracy quiz. All the contestants, kuweni tayari, log in. Mr. Alan, the expert in quiz, is coming on stage. We are ready for the last round of the quiz, democracy quiz. So now we are going to get the winners.
Comrade Power. Hey, energy imeenda wapi? Comrade Power. I would like to think that we are all logged in. We haven't closed our tabs. Yes? Bado tuko on. We are all logged in, yes? All right, before we start, I want to make a quick remark and more or less inspire and incentivize those of you are either placed 6th position downwards and those in this leaderboard. As you can see, the leader only has a gap of roughly less than 100. The difference between the second and the third is what? 60 points.
All right.
This is one question or less. Okay? So the faster you are, the higher your chances of nicking this thing and becoming the ultimate winner. Okay? All right. So if you're all ready, let me hear you say aye. Ian, let's roll.
We are looking for 3 winners.
The last category is history.
Hallelujah.
History. Our Kenyan history.
Historia.
All right. Are we ready? All right, let's roll. Ian. Question number 21. Remember, the faster you are, the higher your chances of increasing your tally, final tally. When was the first Sabasaba rally held? Was it 1997,
Alright.
2007, 1990, or 1992? You have
Alright.
less than 5 seconds remaining.
And the time is up.
Let's see. Only 3 teams getting this correct.
Shetani ashindwe.
4 teams thought it's 1997. 1 team thought it's 2007. Well, no one said it's 1992. Oh, 8 teams thought it's 1992. That's the multi-party. All right, let's see if we have the changes to any changes in our leaderboard. Ian?
All right.
Aha, we have a new leader.
All right.
We have a new leader. Art to Heart has usurped several teams to top these. After that round, Pussy Power is now down 1 place to second. LJ in that place now. Ujamait for the NYC team at 5th. Democrat Patriots dropping. Oh, they are tied at 5th position. You can see the magic of answering fast and being correct. Let's move on to the next question, please.
A round of applause to us to Heart. Wapigieni makofi tafadhali.
Question number 22. Will Heart to Heart maintain their new lead? The first general elections in Kenya were held in which year? In 12 seconds, was it 1964, 1969, 1974, or 1992? The
Nini
first
Mswaki.
general
Nini
election.
Mswaki. And the time is up.
Let's see. Who knows our history? Again, 4 teams getting this correct. Majority thinking it's 1964. I don't know why this 1992 keeps pulling people.
Wakereketwa.
All right, let's see if there are any changes to the leaderboard. Heart to heart, still maintaining that lead. Closely in second is Pussy Power, then LJ still in that. Democrat Patriot now in fourth position. Ujamaa dropping to fifth, and NYC dropping further down to sixth position.
We keep moving. We keep moving.
All
Question
right,
number
let's go.
23.
Who was the chairman of the Constitution Review Commission in the drafting of the 2010 Constitution?
Hallelujah.
In 13 seconds, was it Dr. Willie Mutunga, Lady Justice Joki Susan Dungu, Justice Isaac Lenaola, or Yash Pal Guy?
And the
I
time
expect
is
everyone
up.
to get this. Excellent. A majority of us got this one correct. It was indeed Yash Pal Guy. All right?
All right.
Let's see if we have any surprises. Heart to heart. Well done, well done, well done. Seems like history is your niche category, yeah? Heart to heart, maintaining the lead. Pussy Power still in second. Democrat Patriots now in that. Ujamaa at fourth. LJ drops further to fifth place. LJ, what's happening? What's happening? NYC team retains its sixth position. Ian, next question, please.
We keep moving. Question 24.
When did environmentalist and political activist Wangari Maathai establish the Green Belt movement? Sorry.
Tricky
In
question.
10 seconds, was it 1967, 1977, 1987, or 1997?
And the time is up.
5 teams get this correct. That was a bit tricky, yes?
Very tricky.
Yeah, very tricky, yeah? It's history. Oh, it wasn't? All right. Well done to that team. Ian, let's see that if there are any changes to the leaderboard. Now it's getting closer and closer.
All right.
You can see the gap between Heart to Heart and Pussy Power. It's only, 16 points. 16 points. So that's how close this is. LJ regains their previously that position. Democrat Patriots now drops to fourth position. Ujamaa at fifth. NYC team at sixth position. You can see anyone now it's up for the taking. Let's see who
We
is
keep
gonna
moving.
perform better with 5 questions to go.
Democracy.
Which former UN Secretary General was vital in brokering a peace accord following the 2007
Aya, mama.
post-election
Aya.
clashes? In 10 seconds, was it Ban Ki-moon,
Oh.
Antonio Gutierrez,
Oh.
Javier Perez de Cuellar, or Mr. Kofi Annan?
And the time is up.
Aha! It's a clean sweep with 14 teams getting this one correct. A quick request. We understand that a majority of us know the answers to this question. Kindly stop shouting the correct answer. Kindly. Maybe you're further down and you don't want a team that maybe unaona inani perform vizuri, but kindly let's refrain from shouting the correct answers. Thank you. Let's see if we have any surprises in our leaderboard.
Wow.
Heart to Heart now stretches their lead with close to 100 points. Pussy Power maintains second place. LJ at third. Democrat Patriots at fourth. Ujamaa still at fifth. And NYC team still at number 6.
All right.
It's getting interesting now. All right.
Keep going.
All right.
We keep moving. Question number 26.
How many petitions were filed at the Supreme Court to challenge President Uhuru's August 27 re-election? Re-election. In 10 seconds. Was it 4, 3, 2, or 1? How many petitions were filed?
Very tricky question.
Very tricky.
For young
Very
people.
tricky.
All
Very
right.
tricky.
Time is up.
Only 1. And 6 teams got this correct. 6 teams got this correct. Only 1 petition was filed to challenge the presidential elections the re-election rather. Okay, heart to heart. Well done, heart to heart, still maintaining their lead. LJ now gets second position. Pussy Power drops a position down to third. Then Democrat Patriots closely at fourth position. Ujamaa at fifth. NYC team at sixth with, I believe, 3 questions to go.
All right, next question.
Let's see.
Remember, we only want 3 winners.
Kenyan government forces raided the Dagodia clan in Wajir in February 1984, killing over 3,000 ethnic Somalis in which tragedy? Sad moment in our history. Was it the Wajir massacre, the Wagala massacre, Itaba massacre, or the Shifter
And
war?
the time is up.
The correct answer is indeed the Wagala massacre.
Viva, comrade, viva!
Let's see if there are any changes to our leaderboard. Atu Heart still in position 1. Pussy Power back to second place. LJ drops to third place. Democrat Patriots at 4th. Ujamaa at 5th. Gedhu ndio mtaa. Well done. Gedhu ndio mtaa. Mko wapi? Welcome to the leaderboard. Welcome.
Wamefufuka.
Yes. Let's see if they can cause an upset with roughly 3 questions to go. Let's go.
All right, next
All
question.
right.
Number 28.
What is the name of the former corruption Tsar who was instrumental in revealing the Anglo leasing scandal to the public in 12
All right.
seconds? Was it David Meraria, Boniface Mwangi, or John Githongo?
All right.
Who was very instrumental in revealing the Anglo leasing scandal to us?
Tricky question.
Well done. It's indeed a very powerful public servant, John Githongo. And 11 teams got this one correct. Let's see if there are any changes.
Tumekatalia hapo
Heart
bana.
wanaendelea kushikilia usukani pale.
Aya.
Pussy Power still in second. LJ at third. Democrat Patriots at fourth. Ujamaa at fifth. And Gedho ndio mtaa. Wasewa Gedho bado wameshikilia position number 6. Let's go to
We keep moving.
the penultimate question of today's quiz.
Just one remaining.
When was Mike Sonko impeached by the Nairobi Senate and removed from office?
All
This
right.
is a bit specific. Was it December 2019, February 2020, December 2020, or Feb of this year?
Tricky question.
Wale watu wanafuatilia current news, this is recent history. Let's see.
Kenyans forget.
December 2020. December 2020. Last December. 3 teams got this correct. Let's try and see if these teams zilikuwa hapo
Leaders
among the
body may
first.
change.
Oh, I can see everyone is very sad not to get that. Heart to heart. Sad faces all over. Pussy Power still in second. LJC at third. Democrat Patriots at fourth. Ujamaa and Waswagedho making up our top 6.
There is no rigging here, brother.
Sasa,
Democracy.
we are going to the very last
All
question.
Ta-da.
Kama, if you feel like this is the moment for you,
Ta-da.
channel your inner energy and let's see. The last question of today's quiz is,
All right. 30 over 30.
which visiting US president and his son once stole 2 stone lions at Ismailia Mosque at Koja? Do you want a
Tricky
hint?
question.
Do you want a hint? I think 1901, 1910. 1909, 1910. Who was the president then?
And
There's your
the
clue.
time is
Is-
up.
Theodore Teddy Roosevelt. He was in the news around that time for, he was an eccentric character, and only 2 teams got this one correct. But will it change the leaderboard? Will it cause an upset? Let's find out.
Hallelujah. Woo!
Heart to heart, mko wapi? Heart to heart. Comrade Power. The winner of today's quiz is Heart to Heart with 1,721 points.
All right.
Well done.
A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
And then I think at this point I will leave this to Mr. S
All right.
to conduct the next session and then tell you about the award ceremony on the award session.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you very much.
let us appreciate Mr. Alan. A round of applause. What amazing quiz. It's exciting, you know.
Oh, just a quick one. For more and for those who are into trivia, you can check our social media pages. Quizmasters 254 at Instagram, and Quizmasters 254 on Twitter for more and these. There are
All right.
many sessions and it can be curated according to your specific
I love
needs.
the energy, man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Keep on clapping. Keep on clapping. All right. Thank you so much, Alan, for the amazing work. Of course, you all know the winners. You all know the 3 winners that we want. They are going home with amazing awards. Courtesy of Forum C. Mwenye wivu wafanye nini? Go research, read, young people. Yes, now you know why you need to read. Today, stop watching cartoons and double tap on Instagram. Yes, download the Constitution. Read the history of Kenya. Yes, of course, I know it is pinching you, but the truth must be told. Amen? Comrade Power! Comrade Power! Wengine wamekasirika. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's about time now. We want to invite on stage, of course, another great leader, strength of a woman. Say this country is safe when women lead. True or false? True or false? Hata mkikasirika ni hivyo, wina amepatikana. Put your hands together as I welcome on stage Forum Civ Programs Manager, Madam Catherine Hamali. Mpigieni makofi tafadhali. Keep on clapping, yeah. Yes. Keep on clapping. No, keep on clapping. All right. Keep on clapping. You live to fight another day. Fear! All right. Take it away. Take it away.
Thank you. Thank you so much, MC. Viva young people, viva. Good afternoon. Comrade Power. Somebody wants that readers are leaders. So kama hujakuwa kwa hiyo board, then you have some work to do. So yeah, I've also refreshed myself some history. We were sitting there with Honorable Martha and wondering some of those things we need to refresh our minds, but I'm happy to see you again today. It's been a very good week. And as I say, as Forum Civ, all we do is give you the platform and catalyze and allow you a place to engage and have fun as you learn, as you defend democracy. So this afternoon, my work is quite simple. On Monday, when we began, we brought you a keynote speaker, Dr. Willy Mutunga, just to charge you. And the key words, I think, from me, from that speech was solidarity. You know, solidarity is the key. So today, again, I have the pleasure this afternoon to invite to you on stage a woman that we all admire, a leader. Sindio? Unajua leaders? Iron Lady, champion of democracy. Sindio? Someone who has encouraged all of us to be bold, to be different, and above all, to be courageous. Somebody who is a defender of democracy, who I think we've all known, and who has been very consistent in her stand in defending democracy. So please help me, young people, in your own way. I think Mwikali utatusaidia hapo, in your own way, how we're able to welcome Honorable Martha Karua to speak to us this afternoon and inspire us. Karibu sana on stage. Do you want her to dance? Do you want to sing something? You want her to dance? Nyimbo ya mapambano? Okay, who wants to come and lead? MC? Songora wimbo ya mapambano?
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's give a hearty welcome, a standing ovation. You deserve. Please
Keep on
stand.
clapping, keep on
clapping
clapping.
and stand.
Stand.
Kabisa.
You know, it's a patriotic song we have been rehearsing since day one here. And the DJ has this song, Kenya ni kipenzi changu.
Bas.
And because our leader here has been very sustainable and consistent in defending the Constitution, we must remind each other that we are patriotic Kenya. So DJ, Kenya
Uko.
kipenzi changu,
Bas.
tafadhali. We dance just for the first part of that song, and then we proceed. Just to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, we're on Democracy Week, hashtag defending democracy. Those following us online, we are live, and it is fire on stage. As you know, I'm with Strength of Women. Yes, we are dancing. Let's go.
Hey, DJ.
All right. We want to see the energy of young people. All right.
Tushangilie Kenya, taifa letu tukufu, Kenya tunayoipenda. Kenya nchi tunayoipenda. Tujivunie sana tukijiita wa Kenya, nchi yenye baraka. Kenya nchi yenye baraka. Tumekomboa Kenya, taifa letu tukufu.
You must smile. Put a smiling face.
Anayependa Kenya ni yule mwenye kutenda haki kwa watu wote. Mtu mwenye kutenda haki. Na ukipenda Kenya ujitengane na mambo yenye kuvunja amani. Hatutaki watoto Kenya wenye nchi
Kenya kipenzi. All right, words. Hatutaiacha milele daima. Kenya kipenzi chetu. Hatutaiacha milele daima.
Kenya kipenzi chetu, nchi yenye upendo.
All right, DJ.
Hatutaacha Kenya
All right.
daima na milele.
All right, thank you, DJ. Asante sana. We'd love to continue, but because of time.
Thank you so much.
All right,
Welcome,
asante
Honorable
sana.
Martha Karua.
Asanteni sana. What shall I say now? The organizers, distinguished young people, the present of the nation, not the future. How are you? How are you, Ni? I'm very pleased and honored to be participating in your forum today. And I was just asking myself as I sat there, okay, I'll first remove the mask a little just to confirm it is me. Unajua siku za mask unaweza be an imposter. So I was asking myself, what are the indicators of democracy? And one of them is periodic elections. But when we talk of periodic elections, tunamaanisha free and fair elections, not manipulated ones. When we talk of people's participation, another indicator is meaningful participation, not token. And one of the ways to participate as a citizen is in electing your leaders. How do young people elect their leaders? How do you utilize the power to vote? We are told in Kenya, the majority are young people. I do not know when it comes to voting, who are the majority. I have not checked the demographic to see, to segregate youth vote, women's vote, and men's vote. But I know The youth, without the youth, no candidate succeeds. That is what my years in politics taught me. The two most crucial votes are women and youth. And they are the mobilizers. The youth not only mobilize, they guard the vote. The youth mobilize day and night. Unlike women who may be constrained by darkness when it comes to mobilization. Meaningful participation therefore means being informed, and I'm very happy that I found the quiz, because without information, you may make the wrong decision. If, for instance, you have not processed in your thoughts what electing somebody means, and that if you do not elect good leaders, you are selling off your birthright for the next 5 years. If you don't get good leadership, your education will be compromised, your health will be compromised, every service, including your jobs, will be compromised. Corruption eats your education, eats your health, eats your job. If national resources are utilized, I think I'll help myself to water. If national resources are utilized to make undeserving millionaires and billionaires, it means instead of the money being invested to create jobs, that money will be utilized to, not utilized, but just dumped in a bank account, or it will buy a few houses to cleanse it, and it will not be in circulation. So a corrupt person is responsible partly for the joblessness among the youth. A corrupt person, to the extent of their corruption, is responsible for us not having good health services. A corrupt person is responsible for ensuring that justice is not served, because if the corruption relates to the courts, somebody will be denied justice. It's therefore very important to be informed what casting your vote means. You therefore cannot cast your vote as a youth, and if you do, because you've been given chai or whatever it is, of 100 or 500 or even 1,000, just how much is your comfort for 5 years worth? Just how much is your future? Because if you don't get a good education, if there are no jobs coming by, even those with education will not get jobs. Today we are complaining daily about lack of basic services. Remember, we have a pandemic. That's why I'm in a mask, you're in a mask. That's why the theater is not full, because they could not invite people to fill these pews, because then it would be a dangerous situation. In a pandemic, this is the second year of the pandemic, Kenya has stopped offering free testing and free treatment in public facilities. How on earth do we fight a pandemic in a country where a majority are poor without offering free testing and free treatment in public health services? Those are the things we should be seeing. What is wrong? Asking, how shall I rise up to my civic duty to help my country achieve the change that I want, the change that I want to see? Then when casting that vote, you will be looking for agents of change. There are times when young people were not in elective positions. When I was elected a while ago, almost 30 years ago in '92, I was not exactly young, I was exiting youth. At 35, they thought I was a child because the parliament was full of octogenarians. Today, parliament has become considerably young. both at the national level and at the county assembly. There are many people who are below 35. So why are we not seeing change? The reason is, it's not about your age. It's about your principles, your values. It is good and it is necessary that we have a mix of both young people, middle-aged, and even a bit some of senior citizens in the House. But what will distinguish those people is not their age. It's if their leadership is value-based. It's if they have integrity. It's if they will uphold the rule of law and constitutionalism. Those who uphold the rule of law will respect your rights and will respect the law. And the law does not allow them to waste your resources. They should work for you faithfully. So please, elections, periodic elections, people's participation. The bottom line, you are the people. So if you are participating, please participate from a point of information. Do not wish yourself another 5 years of suffering. Wish yourself change and be an agent of change. Let your vote be cast for change. And we are talking about change from the lowest level, which is the member of county assembly, to the highest, which is the president. In all 6 elections, elect after thinking deeply about what you are doing. Don't go by the wave. Go by your conviction. And that is the essence of democracy. Then we talk about our rights. The right to be able to express myself like we are all doing in this forum. The right to associate, because if you allow me to express myself and you deny me the right to meet you, then I wouldn't be here expressing myself. So expression goes with the right to associate, because that's how you disseminate your ideas. Unless if there is media, people will not be able to hear you. You need to be with others, and that's how people identify themselves according to their stand and their interests. And that is where the power of solidarity comes, because you hear somebody and you say, yes, that is where I want to be. You hear a group of young people and you say, yes, I stand in solidarity with those ones. They're articulating my issues. So we need to be able to express, to associate, and even to assemble so that we can disseminate our ideas. We need a functioning government. I'm saying all those things, examining it against Kenya, our country. Is our government functional? Yes, on the face of it. When you examine deeply, a lot of dysfunctionality. If our president told us that every day 2 billion is stolen, and he was saying it in a manner like he is as helpless as you and me. Well, he is not, because he's sitting, he has the executive power, and he can coordinate all the law enforcement agencies. He can hold them to account as a leader. He can do something about it. He asked us for the mandate to lead. He must have understood what leadership means. To that extent, he disclosed to us that the government is not functional. They are not able to enforce the rule of law. They are not able to call themselves to order so that the stealing stops. 2 billion a day. Yet we are not getting free testing, free treatment in public facilities to fight a pandemic. 2 billion, yet we have people without water and sanitation, which are tools of fighting a pandemic. 2 billion, we have children out of school because of fees. 2 billion, we have hungry people in Kenya. These are the issues we must put in our minds when the season of voting is here. And you can influence your friends, you can influence your family. Your power is not just your vote alone. You also have the power to disseminate your ideas, to share. We can influence each other. And don't worry that you may not have a voice to reach the entire nation. Just remember your ward, where you come from. You and other youth can make a decision that you're going to elect a leader who will care for you and who will uphold the principles that you hold dear, the values you hold dear. You can mobilize and ensure that it's good leadership that is coming to your ward. If the youth in the next ward do the same, and the next ward, the result is that the county will have a good county assembly. If you elect a good governor, the result is that the governor in turn will appoint good people in government. And there will be a functioning government, and you have services. I keep saying in Kenya, change is going to come from the counties, a ward at a time. And we have seen change from the counties. Many of you may have heard about Makueni. I visited Makueni about 3 weeks ago, and I saw for myself how the benefits of a functioning government, county government. So I'm saying we have the power in our hands to bring about change in our country. And good things, the wind of change can blow beyond our borders. In 1990, when I was a youth, the Berlin Wall fell. There was a wind of change blowing in Europe. And it came to Africa, and there was change in many countries. And it resulted in Kenya returning to plural politics and to expanded democratic space in 1991, December. It did not culminate in a change of government. Change is incremental, it is continuous. We lived another 10 years before getting a change of government, but we had more space to articulate our issues, to fight our battles. Eventually, in 2002 December, Kenya was able to usher in a change of government after almost 40 years of KANU rule. We are not where we would want to be, but that change of government was like a breath of fresh air. That's an election that Kenya held where people voted not with their stomachs, but with their minds. I am longing to see such a day come back so that come 2022, we vote with our heads, we vote carefully, and we vote in change in our country, because you, as our youth, you deserve better. I had a better environment when I left school. I had a job. The job market was not saturated. I had a better environment to raise my children, who are now youth like yourself. Today, your choices, when you get children of school, it's almost coming to private school because public schools are not well-resourced. Very few are well-resourced. So the services that people need, health, you are unlikely to get good health services unless if you are in a functional county like Makueni. Very few are able to offer services. The county hospitals are monuments, like ours is a monument, without much service. So what I'm saying is this: let us move to be engaged citizens, to do our civic duty, because we have a civic duty, to vote in good leaders, and after voting them, to hold them to account, to keep them on their toes, to apply pressure so that the things that we need are done. Today there is talk of extending the term of parliament. Yet the constitution says very clearly, after every 5 years, what is your civic duty? What is my civic duty? I will raise my voice and say no. Will you raise your voice? If we say let us come out in solidarity and say no, shall we come out so that the government can see that people of Kenya want to honor the term of 5 years? Democracy is a work in progress. It is not a perfect system. It's a work in progress. You and me have to keep working at it. Yet it is the best system we know of. We don't want a dictatorship. I lived under a dictatorship when we were agitating for return to plural democracy. As a youth, I was taken to court as the leadership of the Law Society, and the crime we were accused of is speaking politics. We were almost jailed. They ended up fining us each 10,000, which was a lot of money then. It is laughable today if you tell somebody that previously we had been taken to court for speaking politics. We all have a duty, and the engine of change in any country is the youth. Even in the 90s, the engine of change, maybe older leaders called for change, but the people who really held that revolution was the youth. We can have a revolution of the ballot, and we can have the change we want, but we have to be engaged citizens, and it is the youth who will be engaged. And Kimani said here that we have sort of like we have to be the change we want to be. That if you don't have integrity, you can't elect people of integrity. So we must ask ourselves, what are the values we hold dear? These days I've heard people discussing and saying, better a thief who shares. And I've said continuously, there is no better thief. If someone's foundation is stealing, they'll steal from you, they'll steal from their best friend. Let us choose leaders who are selfless, who have integrity, and who are people-centered. That way, we will be working on our democracy. It's at its infancy. We can either kill it or water the tree of democracy so that Kenya becomes a stronger country. Over to you, my children, because I call myself the mother of youth, because now I'm not a youth, I'm mother of youth. But I do assure you that nobody is born a senior citizen. We all start where you are, and we come to where we are. So please, take up your civic responsibility. Let us change our villages, let us change our wards and our counties so that we focus on good leadership. Finally, I'll tell you that when I was first elected in the 90s, in 92 December, most of Kenya was electing not because of handouts, but because of what you stand for. Today, there is confusion in the entire country. What people will listen to you, they'll clap, and then they'll ask you, how are you leaving them? Some will say in good English, release us. They want you to bless your words with money. We can change that and we can go back to where we were. It will not be overnight. I always tell somebody, if you say a hungry person cannot refuse food, I'll say whatever the case, if you eat it, please vote with your head, not with your stomach. It is me and you who will change this country, nobody else. It is you and me who will breathe life into our constitution. We must resist what is wrong, what is against the law, and we must push for implementation of the constitution. Just like we resisted BBI, because it had not been participatory. Your voice, my voice, did not matter. We want everything, whether good, whatever proposal, lay on the table, allow people time to talk about it. Allow people to air their views. We do not want token participation. We want meaningful participation. Over to you, my children. Take the country and run with it. Thank you.
Right, round of applause, and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my Honorable Martha Karua. I will just say, wisdom has spoken. Tell your neighbor, wisdom has spoken. Just to pick on one of her remarks here, ladies and gentlemen, do not just vote or follow the wind. Analyze the leaders. Go by your conviction. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Just about now, ladies and gentlemen, we are here now bringing one great musician on stage. It's gonna be fire. After the remarks by Honorable Martha Karua, this performance is gonna take us to the next level. As you're waiting to award the winners of the competition, Democracy Quiz. Are we ready? The band. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together as we welcome on stage one great poet. He has been there in the system, pushing, building a following, and of course he has a following. But one question I ask myself, is he aspiring to be a politician one day? Is he among the young people who want to come and make change in this country? Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Put your hands together. Start clapping. Anza kupiga makofi. Yeah. Keep on clapping. Keep on clapping. Put your hands together for one and only Mufasa. All right.
1, 2, check. Check mic 1, 2.
Birabi pa 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 yarira.
They want me to freestyle. They want me to freestyle. They want me to freestyle because they don't understand why I write. That's right. They don't understand how it feels like to speak right from your soul, because I swear to you, these words I speak, they carry pain and joy, tears and sweat, fears and feelings and memories of my forefathers fighting for independence with spears, arrows, ignorance, against civilization, guns. So tell me if they were freestyling, and I will tell you if my style is for free. I have written for the likes, and I have written when I hated myself. I called an ambulance on myself, and poetry is the surgery that keeps saving me. I stay writing, so I don't need a comeback from. This is my drug. I trust it. I've seen drugs drag people to places they couldn't come back from. I have left out every time I have performed, proof that I cannot always be grounded. I'm not the reason my mother is a grandmother. I'm the man who breaks chances by their spine until they can't take me anywhere. I know more about vapor than just the science taught me in school. I have taken friendships to a boiling point and watched them evaporate to a sky that has witnessed what I've seen. I've seen people with hands that couldn't stop shaking. I've heard the noises of solid voices seeking an uprising. That's why I don't freestyle. My voice is not light, it is weighty. I can't freestyle, my tongue is heavy. Not how they make jokes about my high notes, but seriously, these voices opened doors and broken walls. I still have the chains from the time I set poetry free. I've got the memory stored like a WAV file. And I wrote this in the kitchen, cause I'm a chef. I cook metaphors. I serve puns intense, and that's intended. Before Jesus comes, I'm the shortcoming of breath. Before there was a last airbender, I mastered the Tai Chi. This is Kung Fu, I kick fools. Holy speaking, I'm scripture in a body. I body poets with my draft in a heartbeat. My heart beats to voice the testament of my future, squarely like an old Bible. I'm not Moses with a staff, I'm a God poet with a pen. I can make toxic relationships sound beautiful, I'm the magician with a pen. Oozing words that dance like magic. Mike Magic might be my name, but if only my thoughts could shape my reality, I would free the consciousness of this country from political prison. It's a country for old men because we're sleeping on our youth. If only I could stop writing poems and use my pen to color the clouds of citizen dissatisfaction to darkness, maybe it would rain a revolution. Maybe light can only come after darkness. Maybe only mind revolutions can birth surface evolutions. A poet's birth means nothing if police brutality is immortal. Sometimes when I write and I aim right, I leave pages smelling like gunpowder. They say that's how you kill a poem, except my boys are dying for real. No imagery, no dramatic effect. That's the drama that affects our nation.
Yeah.
as long as young people choose to ignore the repercussions of bad politics, the future will never be in our hands. What we'll continue to have is a phone with features.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. What up? A round of applause. Wapigie makofi. Sema Igwe. Igwe. All right. Moto ndani ya fire. If you don't stand up and start running, ni wewe. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the section that we were waiting for. And this is the moment that we want to award those people who take democracy serious. They research, they read. All right, in the teams, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome on stage Strength of a Woman, the programs manager, Forum CIV, Madam Catherine Kamali. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We are coming to award. We want to start awarding right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to call the second runners-up. The second runners-up, kina nani? Nani? Second runners-up, you guys never went for festivals? Second runners-up is number 3. All right? Who's the second runners-up? LJ Production. The 3 contestants, please come on stage. The 3 contestants, please come on stage, because each one of you is receiving a gift. Wapigieni makofi tafadhali. Wapigieni makofi. Keep on clapping. Wacha kuwa na wivu. This is a challenge for you to go start reading. Go read. All right. The photographers, please, we want photos for a moment, you know. Mbona mnakaa mbali? Songeni huku. You are winners. Come on. All right. Yes.
Maybe they need to tell us how they feel.
All right.
How do you feel?
Please, stage manager, bring out the microphone here. You know there is COVID-19 and it's real. And bring sanitizer. I don't share my microphone. I'm serious.
Team leader. Team leader huyu aliriga ama ako sawa?
Kuna watu wako creative hapa.
Amesoma. We said readers are what? Leaders. Please remember that always.
Willie Oeba, how do you feel becoming second runners-up?
Good evening. Are you happy to be here? You're here to be happy. You're here to be happy. It really feels nice. It's an honor. And people are well read up and down. Yeah, people are well read. It was very competitive. Shout out to you all. Jipigiani makofi. So next time, mjikaze mfike hapa, si ndio? For now, Mungu anasaidia.
And maybe How do you feel losing the first position, you know? There was some time mlikuwa mmefika pale mkaganda kidogo and then mka drop. How do you feel?
There's a question ilitufanyia maneno. Yeah? But now we are now well informed.
All right.
Now that we lost it, tunaijua zaidi.
Mhm.
So for next time.
All right. What
Yeah.
can you tell the contestants that failed? They never read. And they're calling themselves activists. One message for them?
There's always a next time, sindio? Yeah, there's always a next time. Keep reading.
Thank you so very much. Ladies and
Okay.
gentlemen, they're receiving awards from the program.
Congratulations from Forum C.
All right.
A small token for you to enable you to keep reading
All right.
and keep building your knowledge. Congratulations.
All right. Tafadhali stage manager, kuja ukamate microphone bana. Hapana picha ipigwe namna hiyo, nimekataa. All right. Thank you. There is no handshaking. You can do elbow. Yeah, you can do elbow. Yes. Yeah, I have to be here. You know, I'm witnessing. Put a smiling face. All right. Congratulations, Team LJ. Wapigieni makofi. Keep on clapping. Keep on clapping. Wacha kushika tama. Yes, yes. All right. How do you feel? Madam, please don't go. Yeah, I have a question for you. How do you feel awarding youngsters who have read and they're ready for democracy?
I feel challenged, number one, because I could not answer all those questions.
All right.
I feel energized. And then I feel hopeful that in this room there are young people who have a vision, who are committed to defending democracy. So as an older person, I feel very content that there's a group of young people who have a vision and who are defending democracy and who are comrades. So
Yes, and what can you tell the losers for today?
the losers,
They're in deep pain.
no, they're not in pain. There's never a loser. There's always another time.
Mumeokolewa, Comrade Power! Thank you, what a program's manager. Ladies and gentlemen, and now we wish to welcome the Forum Civ Hub Manager, Forum Civ Regional Hub Manager, Mr. Jackson Obare, to come and give an award for the first runners-up. First runners-up, number 2, position 2. Pigeni makofi tafadhali. Keep on clapping. Keep on clapping. Keep on. All right. All right. You know, this gentleman loves music. DJ, you have nimeuona mkono wake bwana. Niwekee hiyo akipeana award tunacheza na yeye hapa. The first runners-up, ladies and gentlemen, is none other than Pussy Power. Keep on clapping. Keep on clapping. Keep on clapping. Oh, keep on clapping, please. All right. All right. Yes, just stand here. All right. Pussy Power, I see. So now one very good question, you know. All right. All right. First, we'd like to know why the name Pussy Power.
Okay, I'm just going to repeat myself the way I said in the morning. Pussy power is a radical way of saying women power.
All right. All right, how do you feel becoming first runners-up?
We feel very proud because when we started the competition, we were confident, but the question, like the other team said, it was confusing and the time was limited. So when there was a question we were discussing and the time was out. So when the question comes, we were like, who has the answer? Like, any of us can say the answer and we believe it's the answer. So we were doing that.
Did you do it alone or it was teamwork?
The whole of the team. We were asking because we were having so much seconds. So we have, like the question, like Lilian was looking at the board while me and Okoth, we were using the phone. If the question pops, and then we are like, who knows this thing? If we don't know, we gamble. If we know, we know.
So you gambled?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the teamwork. Wapigieni makofi tafadhali. And now the honor, Mr. Jackson Obare, any word for the youngsters?
Thank you so much, and I'm quite excited and observant. The second run-up group was one gentleman and two ladies, right?
All right.
the same. You can see the pattern. At least they are fulfilling the 2/3 gender rule in this competition. So congratulations to Puss Power and as a Forum Civ.
Comrade Power!
And as Forum Civ, we are giving you this token of appreciation to energize you, as you say, this women power, so that you can do more for this country, for the community where you're coming from, and with all that, we'll achieve greater milestones as young people. Thank you so much.
All right, they are receiving
Thank you to
the token of
Forum.
appreciation. All right.
Okay, thank you to Forum Civ for giving us this opportunity to be at this spot. Thank you so much.
All right, all right. Photographers, please take this moment. Put smiling faces. All right. Keep clapping, please. Keep clapping. All right. DJ, nimeona mkono wake bwana, kama iko karibu tuendelee. Iko? DJ? Thank you, Mr. Jackson Obare ameponea leo. There's no problem. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time. Now we want to award the winner of the day and the year, Democracy Week 2021. Hashtag defending democracy. Ladies and gentlemen, and I'll take this pleasure and honor. Welcome on stage, Honorable Martha Karua. Keep on clapping. Keep on clapping. Keep on clapping. Is it not enough? Keep on clapping, please. We want to award the winner of today, ladies and gentlemen. Ni nani washindi? Ni nani washindi? Nani washindi? Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Art for Heart. Wapigieni makofi. Keep on clapping. Please, can we have a lady from nowhere to accompany this gentleman? Because this is dangerous. Keep on clapping. We're talking about 2/3 gender rules and you are coming here. Can we have a lady come on top here, please? No, I have refused. This photo cannot go without a lady here. Yes, please come. Keep on clapping, keep on clapping. All right, gentlemen. Of course, it was a tough journey. You know, there's one thing with this group, amazing, is that they came from nowhere. The first round, second round, they were nowhere to be seen. If you realize, but the third round, they just came, just like Kipchoge Keino. Now, how do you feel? Is it a miracle? All right, you're good now. DJ? DJ is sleeping. Are you good? Can we get another microphone, please? This moment is very important. All right. All right, you're good now.
Right, how do you feel? Now, good afternoon, guys. We are very grateful.
All right.
And we are very grateful indeed. Na tunashukuru sana. Heart to Heart imetoka mbali sana. I know you're going to ask me about the name. Let me not go there. We are very grateful. Yeah.
You're grateful?
Yeah.
How do you feel winning from nowhere, coming on top? Did you rig?
Okay, the experience is when the first session, before we went for lunch, when we saw the Pussy group was leading.
All right.
We went outside there and we consulted and we said, no, this thing must be ours. We are go-getters.
Okay.
So we feel we are champions. We are victors. Yes.
So who among us you answered all the questions?
Okay, the questions, okay, like Calvin led us in net.
Okay.
You see, this is how we work. Georgie alitulinda kwa history.
Okay.
We nini ourselves. And then myself, I led in terms of the current affairs, general knowledge.
All right.
Yes.
You see, division of labor and specialization for those who did business. That's how you form a team. Nyote mmekuwa tu history kwa team moja, si mtaanguka tu. Mnangoja nini? All right.
And then the lady The lady is now in our camp
It's
again.
now your team. You'll
Yes.
share with her.
All right, all right.
Congratulations. These are very generous gentlemen. Now to you, our mother of history, defending champion, defending the Constitution. What do you have to say?
First is to congratulate Art to Heart, a very interesting name. I was trying to go through it. Art to Heart. Maybe they'll tell us how they arrived at the name.
All right.
But their win proves that you never lose by trying. If they hadn't come into the competition, they wouldn't have known that they could go as far as they did.
All right.
You never lose, you can only learn.
All right. Now tell us what
Art to Heart.
Art for
To-
Heart. How
to
to
Heart.
come with that name?
Thank you. Art to Heart. Like today, we are here supporting artists. So we have art, ile ya usanii, and then heart ya moyo.
All right.
So we came together. We said these two things must work together. Ukitaka kufanya usanii, lazima itoke kwa moyo. So there are two. You see two inside there. This one supports this, and this one supports this. I'm doing this art because it's coming from my heart. Yeah. So that's how we came from this with this.
All right, round of applause. But there's one thing I want to say here. Mioyo wa Kenya imevunjika sana. Mafuta yamepanda. What is Art for Heart doing?
Okay, what you're doing is this. We just participated in one of the competitions that's last year, before the Mafuta Pande.
All right.
Last year, within the coronavirus. That is YAKAM. This one, Youth Against Corruption in Africa Mashariki. And we emerged the third best, again, at that second runners-up.
A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
And it was held in Liberia, but it was online. So what Art to Heart is doing is like we've established a studio at Islando, Umoja Inako, that we are supporting every youth that is coming to participate in this artistic world.
Right.
Like you are a spoken word artist, when in mtu wa kuchora, we have the outdoor events, field of MCs,
All right.
DJs and all that.
All right.
Yeah, so we are just coming up and we are still trying to support. And what we've done again, February this year, when we are celebrating ile ya wapenzi, Valentine.
Okay.
Yeah, we took to the streets, Sinai, Kibera, and Mukuru. Tulipeleka chakula.
All right.
Yeah, tulipeleka chakula na
All right.
sanitizers.
So now you feel the meaning of Art to Heart.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
now it's time for awarding. Yes, honor and pleasure to receive the gift. Please, you can take the microphone. All right, this moment is good. Congratulations.
And incorporate diversity. And
Keep smiling. Oh, smile, Bana. All right. Thank you, Honorable. Thank you. Maybe just before you step down, we have so many young leaders here. Yesterday when we were having a conversation, I asked a question, I posed a question, and asked how many of us here as young people are going for the seat come 2022. Amazingly, over 10 young people stood. I want you to inspire them.
I'm very encouraged, not just by the information that 10 young people stood out and said they'll go for seats, but also from the answers I have heard coming from you and utterances and the performances. I know Kenya is in safe hands. Spread your wings. When I started as a youth, many people thought it was a joke, that I couldn't go far.
All right.
Do not listen to the detractors. Be focused. Use the power of network, your network of friends, your family, all the networks you have from church to groups like this one, and you will make it. Just be focused.
Hallelujah. Thank you so much, Honorable.
I'll give it to him.
Okay, thank you so much. Asante Sana, the power of a woman. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, now this marks, of course, the end of this very beautiful occasion. And for that reason, I want to bring back Mufasa. I want to bring back Mufasa. We want to bring Mufasa. You want to bring Nani? You want to bring who? You want to bring who? Mufasa and the band. Mufasa and the band. Come back on stage because the fire you started must keep on moving. Where is the band? The band. Mufasa. All right, ladies and gentlemen, those following us online, we are telling you that it has been an amazing week. And now we want to get a reaction as Mufasa is coming on stage. We want to get a reaction from 3 young people on what have you picked from this event from day one. Before Mufasa is coming on stage, I think please put on the light. You want to get a reaction from the young people on what they have picked. Please put on the light. Put on the light. Stage manager, nipeleke kipaza sauti pale chini. We want to get a reaction from the young people. Thank you so much, the light guy. All right, who wants to give us a recap on what they have picked from this amazing event? From Monday, you have been here, today is Friday. You know, there's one hand there, please. There's the lady here, start with the lady. We want to hear from you. Please, very quickly, your name, where you come from, and what lessons have you picked? Welcome. Keep on. Yes, carry on.
I'm Faith Mutua from Dandora Community Justice Center. What I've learned most from Monday is that every decision I take, especially in voting, affects me in a period of 5 years. And I should vote as my democratic right. And also I learned that social media is a very powerful tool in engaging, discussing, and creating awareness to other young people who are not with knowledge as I am. And then I learned that we are so much victims of ignorance. So I learned that I should stop ignoring these things. I should know the Constitution, my rights, because it's gonna help me so much in the near future, yes.
A round of applause, gentlemen. Let's go, gentlemen there. Yes, very quickly, your name, where you come from, and what lessons have you picked through the Democracy Week? Karibu sana.
Thank you. My name is Okanda Eugene. I run a youth-based leadership organization called Unlock Young Leaders Summit.
All right.
Where we train youth on leadership and career and mentorship for young professionals. It's been an amazing week. I think my mind has been ignited and passion has been also ignited. And I think if young people, we can gather here and have such sound conversations, then we can change the narrative and the political landscape of this country. And so one of the things I've picked just from the last segment, let's vote with our brains, not with our stomachs. And if each one of us can say no to the hangouts that the politicians come and give us, then I think we can change the narrative, like the youths who refuse to take rice.
All right.
If all of us can just say no to those things, then I think they will sit down and think twice before coming to entice us into taking hangouts. One last thing is to just motivate all of us. We are the energy of this nation. And if all of us can go home and make sound resolutions at a personal level, then it's going to have a corporate and a very powerful ripple effect across the country. Thank you so much. God
Asante
bless.
sana. Round of applause. Mpigieni makofi. You have a hand on this side. We can pick other two and then we come back to Mufasa to wrap up the event. All right. Anyone? No more hand? Ladies and gentlemen, we call it a wrap. Mufasa. Mufasa the band, please. Please. Keep on. Keep on. Take it away. Take it away. Take it away. Take it away. Power of music.
goes my soul, there goes my song. Kuti kuti malela, there goes my soul, there goes my heart, there goes my soul. Kuti kuti malela, 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 kuti kuti malela, 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 kuti kuti malela.
My pastor says it is hard to raise a child today, especially in a world where Aladdin is a thief, Sleeping Beauty is lazy, Batman drives an automobile at 320 kilometers per hour, and Cinderella is a young girl who comes home past midnight. My pastor says parents should not punish their children while enraged. They should calm down first, then administer punishment when they are relaxed. I wish my pastor had talked to my mother before I was born. Yesterday, my mother asked me, "What do you want to be?" I said, "I want to fly." But every time there's a protest, police shoot in the air and people die. So I assume those people were flying. I want to write poems that will plant thoughts about planting trees, then call those poems poetries. I want to write about shapes and angles, and maybe say, be careful of circles. They make it hard for you to find a right angle. I want to write. I wasn't alive to see J.M. Kariuki's shadow, but ever since I read about him, his zeal for democracy and unity shadows me. I've got my own shadow. Each time I look at it, I ask, am I tall enough? Have I done enough? Do I make you think? Do I want to be the first thing on your mind? Or do I want to be the back of your head, comfortably casting shadows? Shadows that will comfortably host ninjas. Where E is your sword? My word is my sword. We of the poetry tribe will write pieces that will draw the sun to send its rays to enlighten folks in villages, women in corridors, thugs in offices, bullies in schools, guns in peace missions, missionaries in social holes. In fact, clap, clap for DJs who won't retire and continue to make up words like Rabba Dabba Doo. This is for you to bring back songs of evolution, songs Zakina Zaka, Nakana, some Skazile, because change won't come when our leaders change. Change will come when we accept the leaders inside us.
Malela, kuti kuti malela, 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 kuti kuti malela, 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 kuti kuti malela. There goes my heart, there goes my soul, there goes
remember, man, my mother used to make pancakes only when there were guests around. Then my mother would ask us to go play outside, which I would refuse. Stand by the door the whole time, and when I noticed there was only one pancake left, and my mother's gaze hand tried to reach for it, I would open the door and then the end scream, Usimalize. I say prepare your minds for a story that has never been told. Prepare your minds. Come on. Come on. Prepare your minds for a story that has never been told about my mother, queen of the home I'm from. Home I'm from. Home I'm from. Home I'm from. I said prepare your minds for a story that has never been told about my mother, queen of the home I'm from. Home I'm from. Home I'm from. Home I'm from. When I was 14 years old, I remember, man, my mother used to come home almost every day with new clothes for herself, just herself. And my mother had a game to make sure we didn't feel bad about the fact that she was buying herself new clothes every day. So my mother would come home and the first thing my mother would say was, hauthamini maji yako ifika kabisa? Hii blouse, guess tumenunua ngapi? Just guess. I would say 500. And my mother would say, wapi ya nani? 50. I said, prepare mind for a story that has never been told about my mother, queen of the home I'm from. Home I'm from. Home I'm from. Home I'm from. I said prepare your mind for a story that has never been told about my mother, queen of the home I'm from. Home I'm from. Home I'm from. Home I'm from. When I was 16 years old, I told my mother I wanted to be a pastor. Yeah. When I was 16 years old, I told my mother I wanted to be a pastor. My mother said, if you can't save money, how will you save people? I said, a story that has never been told about my mother, queen of the home I'm from. Home I'm from. Home I'm from. Home I'm from. I said, prepare your minds for a story that has never been told about my mother, queen of the home I'm from. Home I'm from. Home I'm from. Home I'm from. Let's go. Yo, yo, come on. Hey, hey, let's go. Let's go. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go. Hey, hey, What? Come on. Say what? What? Say ayo. Say ayo. Say yo. 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 Say people's power. People's power. Say people's power. People's power. Say power. Say power. Say power. Say power. Say power. 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 Say power. 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 Nas. Come on. Tell him, Nas. Tell them.
It's about the people power.
Come on.
It's about the people power.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell them. Yes. Two. Don, you want to tell them something? Come on. come on. Please, yeah, yeah, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Hey, come on. Give me that from Maluka.
I think now Madam Hamali should try playing that. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that marks the end of our very, very, very amazing week. Thank you, Mufasa and the team. A round of applause once again, ladies and gentlemen. Tuwapigie makofi. Comrades power! Comrades power! I can see a photo of the young man here. Boss, kuja kimbia na hiyo mchoro mara moja tufunge hii maneno. I request, ladies and gentlemen, we all rise onto our feet. DJ nitarisha wimbo wa taifa na wimbo wa Afrika Mashariki tuweze kufunga hii siku. Come. Kuja. I see you have a message you've been displaying. You're reminding me of the political rallies. I see you have a message here that we have to, you can use this microphone here. What is this you're carrying, man? DJ, hey, boss. Tuweke microphone on. Sijui kwa nini anazima huyu. Boss. DJ. Is it on? You're good now? Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, just remind you this was Democracy Week. Hashtag defending democracy. Is it okay now?
Yes.
What's your name? Where do you come from?
Kwa majina naitwa Kefa. Mimi ni member wa Wahenga Youth Group. Yes. And we are a group of young men from Kenya, and we aspire for change. So tunafanyaga art kuchange minds za kila mtu. Like we chose the name Wahenga juu na ni vijana wadogo, we are under 25, like members wa hiyo group wote ni they are under 25 years old.
Power of young people, Comrade Power.
Yeah.
Now what message do you have here? I see you have is this an imam or something?
Hii ni message yangu.
All right.
Si mimi personally, like bado mimi ni part of that, but hii ni message ya youth, ya kila youth ako kwa hii nchi towards our politicians. Na inasema I keep your coins, I want change.
All right.
Kana hizo coins zako, hiyo punch ni coins, hiyo dhao utapatiwa tukielekea elections, hizo ni ma coins. Hiyo si kitu sustainable. Like tunataka kitu tunaweza jilea nayo sisi kama mayouth, si ati kitu inakuja tu kupita kama upepo, si ndio?
All right. And I can see here juu umeandika nini?
Hapa juu nimeandika I want change. What kind of change do we want? I want youth empowerment, I want sustainable jobs, and I want the liberation of women. Because in this struggle, without the liberation of women, we are going nowhere.
All right, thank you. A round of applause. Mpigieni makofi. I think this amazing photo. So what was the intention? Do you want to give it to me, you know? Or what? What were you thinking?
Intention yangu ni hiyo message ifikie kila mtu.
All right. Alafu rudi nayo nyumbani. Alafu rudi nayo.
Bado unaweza kuwa dona, kwa nione hapo nje. Ukinitaka nitafute.
Very creative. Mpigieni makofi. Thank you so much, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, this marks the end of our event today. I request that we all stand. Hata wale wako online, tafadhali simameni tuweze kuimba wimbo wa taifa, tumalizie na Afrika Mashariki, and then we call it a day and a week. Ladies and gentlemen, special announcement. All Forum Civ members and staff were requested to remain behind as others leave. All Forum Civ staff and members were requested to remain behind while others exit. Ladies and gentlemen, DJ, wimbo wa taifa.
Mungu nguvu yetu, baraka kwetu, hakika ngao na mlinzi, na tukae na udugu, amani na uhuru, raha tupate na mustawi. Amkeni ndugu zetu, tufanye sote bidii, nasi tujitoe kwa nguvu, nchi yetu ya Kenya tunayoipenda, tuwe tayari kuilinda, na tujenge taifa letu. Ndio wajibu wetu, Kenya istahili heshima, tuungane mikono pamoja kazini, kila siku tuwe na shukrani.
Afrika Mashariki, East African.
Mungu twaomba uilinde Jumuiya Afrika Mashariki, tuwezeshe kuishi kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuajibike, tuimarike. Umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause. Tujipie makofi. I have been your host, MC Songora, MC001. Till we meet again. Mwambie jirani yako, I love you. See you those online. Thank you so much for following. Keep on the conversation on Twitter. We keep on conversation democracy, defending democracy. Asanteni sana. Mwenyezi Mungu awabariki, nasema alhamsiki, tuonane palipo na maajaliwa.